Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this prom makeup look. This is a bit of a longer tutorial because I go super in depth in how to make your eyeshadow last all day, how to make your foundation still look glowy but last all through the night. I also talk a little bit of how to get like the perfect makeup for photography. So the video is a little bit longer, but it's super in depth and I show you guys how to create this makeup look. It's super natural but still very glam, which I think is perfect for prom. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's just get on with the video. I already filled in my brows and I did clean them up with some concealer. I'm just gonna add some more concealer onto my lids to use as my primer. I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape concealer and just apply this on my lids and then blend it out. And to blend it out, I'm gonna be using this AOA Studio HD brush and it's the E103. This is from shopmissa.com. Okay, so after I have that blended in with the brush, I like to just go over it with my beauty blender. So you just want to find something that's gonna work for you. So I just use this, and then before it does crease, you want to hurry up and set that with either a translucent powder or just a bone shade eyeshadow or a white eyeshadow. So I'm going to do that really quick. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be taking my brand new Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette, but you guys can use any eyeshadows. This is an expensive palette. You don't need to go out and buy it to get the same look. So to start off, I'm going to be taking the shade Sandalwood in the palette. It's just this warm, nice shade for the transition. I'm going to be using a Morphe E27. But I am just adding a little bit by little so that everything's gonna blend together. That's really the key. You just want to slowly add more and more color and just keep on blending. I'm gonna be taking my next shade, which is gonna be Henna, and I'm gonna be putting this in the crease and also on the outer corner with a Morphe M441. 'Cause you see it from the same point of view. 'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this out a little more with the E27 real quick. Now I'm going to go in with the brown shade in this palette mixed with the red shade. So I'm going to be mixing Cocoa and Maneater. So I'm going to do that with a Morphe M433. So I'm just placing this in the outer corner and then I'm going to blend it into the crease a little bit. Then after you have that blended, I'm just gonna go back in with the last brush and shade that I just used to just blend this out a little more, but I'm not gonna add any new product on this brush. I'm just gonna use what's ever left and just kind of blend the crease area right here out. I was planning on doing a cut crease, but I know that's kind of difficult for people to do, and I want this to be super easy and wearable and like practical for people that aren't like that into makeup to be able to recreate. So I'm not going to do a cut crease. You could totally do a cut crease with this and it would look awesome. I'm going to be taking the shade Bay in the palette, which is just like this like plain creamy beige shade, and I'm just going to apply that on the lid here. Since I did that, I'm just going to go and blend it again out over here in the outer corner. Baby, believe me. So now I'm going to draw on some winged eyeliner. I kind of want to add some glitter to this, but I don't know exactly where I want to add the glitter, so I might just wait till everything is done to put the glitter on. We're going to take a black shadow. Again, I'm just using the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm taking this black shade called Black Truffle. And I'm going to put this on the outer corner. And for this, I'm going to be taking a Morphe M506. Let's give you glory. So you just want to, after you blended it out, just kind of bring it in a little bit so that everything is blended as well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit with the Morphe M441 that I use the second shade on. So I'm gonna just put on my mascara. Okay, so for lashes today, I was like between two different brands. I'm gonna mention both and then I'm gonna let you guys know which ones I'm gonna be using. But first, I just wanna give a shout out to Miss Fab Lashes. I'll have her social media down below, but she found me on Instagram and she sent me some beautiful lashes. They come in this really pretty case and they look like this. So she sent me these, so thank you so much, and I will have her information down below. Then this is what I'm super excited for. So these I did purchase with my own money, but these are Cosmic Lashes. This is the like baggie that they will come in, and I did buy all of their styles. They have 4 different styles and they're super affordable. They're only $10. I just wanted to share with you guys the different styles that they have because I think both of these lashes would be great for prom. So these are in the style Stargazer, are in the style Venus, these are in the style Angelic, these are in the style Cosmic Naturals. And anyways, so the reason I am so excited to share these with you guys is because they did reach out to me on Instagram and I am an official affiliate with them. So that means I do have a coupon code and I will have that listed right here. So if you want to use my code, you can. You don't have to. I'm just like really excited about it. But I am going to be using a pair of the Miss Fab lashes. I did just want to share these with you guys. I'm going to be taking the ones in the style Miss Fab. So I'm just going to put these on real quick and I'll be right back. As for prom goes, I would highly recommend wearing fake eyelashes. They're gonna look so flattering for prom, especially in your pictures. So now I'm gonna move onto the face before I finish the eyes. These are kind of like the key things for not only prom makeup, but event makeup. You want your makeup to last a very long time. As for pictures, you don't want any flashback. And the third thing is you want to look just healthy and glowing. First important thing is you want your skin to be exfoliated and moisturized really well. For hydration and glowiness, we are going to be taking the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Secondly, for the long-lasting, mattifying, pore filling, no creasing, etc., you're going to want to take a mattifying and pore filling primer. Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. It says it's a mattifying gel. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply this in my T-zone area. Anywhere where I get sweaty or creased throughout the day or have pores, that's where you're going to want to put this kind of primer. Now I'm going to do one more thing just to create a very glowy base. I just got this sample. You can use anything. There's like a ton of things like this product in the market. You don't need this specific one because I'm sure the full size is very expensive, but it's a Giorgio Armani Sheer Fluid. It's literally a liquid highlighter. So next we're gonna go in with foundation, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I love this foundation, and for a few reasons, which is why I think it's so perfect for prom. I'm gonna be taking the shades Golden Beige and Desert Beige and just applying that all over, and I'm gonna be doing 2 layers so that I have a very full coverage base. I'm using a stippling brush for it, and then I go over it with my beauty blender. So I'm going to be taking this Real Technique stippling brush and just blending this all together. So one thing when you want your makeup to last a very long time, it's really important to cream contour because then your contour is not going to fade away. So for contouring, I'm going to be taking my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. So I'm going to be taking the cream contour and just applying that where I would normally just powder contour, just so it's going to last a lot longer. A Morphe brush. This is the Morphe Y12, and I'm going to use this to blend this out. now I'm going to do my concealer. So I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Sand and put that under my eyes. And then for the rest of the face, I am going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand.
Push you out, pull you back in, but you don't judge me, as if you did, baby, I did you too. No, you don't.
Okay, so next we're gonna take a translucent powder and set the under eyes. I'm gonna be taking the Laura Mercier one and using that to set my under eyes, and as well as like my T-zone areas where I cake, well not cake up, where I get oily, things like that, I'm gonna set with this powder. Okay, so those areas are set.
'Cause we got the kind of love that takes us over. Yeah, I got issues.
So while I let that bake, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with the same powder, but I'm just gonna bake because I don't want those areas to be bad or anything like that. For bronzer, I'm gonna be taking this e.l.f. bronzer palette. I'm gonna be taking this shade right here. To do so, I'm just gonna be taking a Real Techniques blush brush. So now I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna be taking the powder contour shade in that same Tarte kit, using the Real Techniques contour brush. I love Real Techniques brushes, guys. Like their face brushes. I don't really use their eye ones, but their face brushes are really, really good. Okay, and then what I always do with my nose contour and my cheek contour is I take more loose powder on my beauty blender to just clean that up. So I'm gonna do that. Some type of flashback because it's supposed to give like a brightening effect. But for example, I have it on my hand. I don't know if you can see it because there are all of these lights. So it's kind of like a flash, but it's on my hand. And then when I can't see it though when I'm just looking at it. But when I take a picture with flash, as you can see here, I can see everywhere. While I let this bake, I'm gonna go back to the eyes before I finish off the face and do the lips. So what I always do for my brows after I fill them in and do my face makeup, I take a makeup wipe and just clean them off a little bit. I'll take a brown shadow, eyebrow powder, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna use a brown shadow that I have in front of me on another angled brush, and I just kind of set the areas in a little bit.
'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. So give them all to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna set the brows with the NYX Control Free Eyebrow Gel. This is just gonna ensure that they stay on and in place all night. Then we're gonna work on the lower lash line. So again, I'm taking my Huda Beauty palette. First, I'm gonna be taking the Morphe 441 in the shade Henna. It's the same brush that we used with the second shade, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a clean blending brush. This one's from e.l.f. and I'm gonna take the Sandalwood shade, just that first transition shade that we used. I'm gonna use this to blend out this color a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking those two shades that I've mixed together before, which were these two right here, and a Luxie 237 blending brush, which is just a very small one. And then there is only one shimmer shade in here. It's kind of like a highlighting shade. I think I'm just gonna use that for the brow bone in the inner corner. I don't think I'm gonna use this in the inner corner because it's not that intense, but I do like it for the brow bone highlight. I'm gonna add some black liner to my waterline. This is just the Marc Jacobs one. If you guys want a really good, affordable one, I highly recommend the one from Essence. It's their waterproof gel liner. I'll have it linked down below. They sell it at Ulta though. I'm gonna just apply some mascara on my lower lashes. And let me just dust off this powder. Again, I'm gonna take Moonlight that I used on my brow bone from the Huda Beauty palette. And I'm just gonna put that on my inner corner first. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter liner in the shade Midnight Cowboy. I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner. So to finish off the face, For blush, I'm going to be taking this one from Tarte. It's in the shade Party, and it's their 12-hour blush, so it lasts a super long time. This shade is like in the birthday kit for Sephora, but the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes are also sold, and they have shades very similar to this one. But I'm just going to be using a Wet n Wild contour brush to apply this. Setting spray, and just spray my face. I'm going to take the Real Techniques setting brush. This is perfect for highlighting, in the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. And then I'm also going to use this one from Saucebox Cosmetics. It's in the shade Champagne Bomb. For my nose highlight, I'm like really weird about it. You totally don't have to do this, but I'm going to take the shade Strobe in the Tarte palette. It's the one right here.
I get real down. When I'm high, I don't come down. I get angry, baby.
Okay, so I totally forgot to bring it down, but you're going to want to use a setting spray for sure, because you do not want your makeup going anywhere. I would highly recommend the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. For lipstick, I tend to recommend people to wear a matte liquid lipstick, just because that is what's going to last the longest with the least amount of touch-ups. But I do understand some people want like glossy, just healthy, glossy looking lips, because sometimes matte liquid lips are very drying and kind of make your lips look like cracky and crusty. So I'm going to show you guys what I recommend to do to get a glossy lip, is still using a liquid lip under it. So first I'm going to line my lips with the Palladio lip liner in the shade Gingerbread. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in the shade Nudie Patootie, and these are like really good. They're not that drying, they do last a long time, and they're super affordable, and I really like the applicator. You could always go back over it with your lip liner to deepen it up. That's what I'm gonna do real quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead, I swear to God, I always add this on top. This is the ColourPop lipstick in the shade She Bad. I just bought a backup for it. I am obsessed with this. Anyways, to give a more glossy tint to the look, I'm going to be adding the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys loved watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow all of my other social media, especially my Instagram and my Snapchat, because I post so much more on there and I don't want you guys to miss out. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!